Hi guys, happy new year. Hope you all are doing well. So, as some of you might know, Januaries I'm not usually here because it's usually a month of deep reflection, planning, praying, seeking God's face for the new year, strategizing. But one of the things I think I decided to do, started doing from last year was to come on here once in a while during this period and put some of us through in what I'm doing, and just also for just to help, or you plan yours better. And this year, I've been strongly led in my spirit to not pay attention to new things. Every year we look for new things to do, new businesses to start, new places to go. This year, I've been clearly instructed to pay attention and focus more on building systems and structures on what has already been handed over to me. Some of you have been given ideas you've nurtured for 3 years, and because of the society we live in, there's this: if this thing doesn't work for a month or two, you want to jump into something else. No, this year is a bit different. This year is telling you to stay on something that has first been laid in your spirit to do, and secondly, to now create systems and structures to it. The truth of the matter is, whatever pays you 5,000 naira can pay you 5 million. Whatever pays you 5 million can pay you 50 million or 100 million. It's the systems and structures you put around it that will determine how far you go. And Africa has a problem with maintenance. If you go to the Western world, you notice they take pride in things that were built back in the years. There's some things called vintage cars where you see someone pride in a car that was built in 1930 or 1934, and they bring it out and they drive it around, and sometimes it's very expensive, even more than the new cars. The reason why that is because they have what I call a maintenance culture. In the UK, they don't take pride in demolishing buildings. Most of the buildings in the UK are old structures that is as old as 100, 200, 300 years. Some you still see structures as old as 1,000 years still standing. And when you enter inside, you see that it's been modernized. Sometimes I like to keep one or two old structures in there. It's because they have what I call maintenance culture. Now, research was done, and we found out that in Africa, not one tribe, even bringing it down to Nigeria, not one tribe had a word, a local vocabulary for maintenance. And I want to put that to you, wherever you're from. What is the local word? Like, for example, in Igbo, love means ifunanya, right? What is maintenance in your local dialect? I bet you don't have. It's because Africans actually never have this maintenance culture. That is why systems dilapidate with the founders. I don't know about where you're from, but sometimes part of where I'm from, and you see big men that used to do well in the 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s, and when they die, you notice that their establishment dies with them. It's because there was no system, there was no proper structure that was created to go past. Just very few people achieve that, especially also in churches. You see some people that did wonderfully well, with their ministry, and when they die, it's like the thing goes with them. This year, I'm strongly being led to set up systems and structures that will stand the test of time in your absence. To set up systems and structure, there is nothing that will work if there is no system that guides it. Some of you have been given ideas that will bring you out of poverty for the rest of your life. But because we live in an era where everybody is just fast, everybody just wants to do anything, everybody is just being everywhere, nobody is sitting down to actually create a system And I don't care if it's sand you're selling. I don't care if it's pure water you're selling. How can that pure water scale from selling 1,000 bags to 5,000 bags? Because people drink water every day. Don't go looking into new businesses to try out. If you have ever tried out any business that has ever paid you, if you have ever tried out anything that has ever given you revenue, don't rush out of it. Stay on there and build a structure, build a system to it. Because Africans lack that. They lack a maintenance culture. We want flashy things, new things. You can actually drive a car for 10 years, 20 years. You actually can. And that is why we have a problem in the political space. A new administration will come and completely neglect what the old one did. All the resources, all the monies that have gone in there, they neglect it because they want their own vision. They want their own. So how can a country grow when there is no passing of baton? Yes, even if it's opposition party, it's still taxpayers' money that was used to build the last one. Why can't we finish the previous ones before we move into the next one? Everybody wants their own idea. Everybody has their own manifesto, wants to achieve their own thing. And that is why there is no development in Nigeria. Till now, a whole country like Nigeria cannot boast of one good hospital built by the government that can stand or be compared with any other hospital around the world. It's a shameful thing. It's a shameful thing that till now, even though I'm beginning to think that this is more of a spiritual problem, as sad as that sounds, that there is no one hospital that can be compared to any hospital around the world that we fly to. Even if it's built, give it 2 years, it dilapidates. Because there is no maintenance, there is no structure, there is no system that cannot cut standard. And let me tell you something about systems. The reason you fly planes and sit down in that plane and sleep while a stranger flies you, someone you've never met before, someone you don't know where they are from, they fly you and you sit down on that plane, is because you trust a system that has been put in place by aviation. The reason you go to certain places and expect certain service, the reason you open Coca-Cola and you drink it without questioning, I bought this Coca-Cola from a dirty shop. The reason you open that Coke and down it is because you trust the system. They have created reputation. The company has created certain level of reputation that you trust that this will taste the same. We haven't built that as a nation. And you cannot give what you don't have. You can't build something as a nation when you've not built it individually. Your business should be one that if they think about where someone can buy gele or where someone can buy beads, there is just one person that has been consistent with this thing for 10 years. It is that longevity in business that keeps people trusted. This person has been doing this. That is why they now ask you, what is your experience? They want that longevity. They want to know how you experience. They want to know how you've cultivated that maintenance culture. This year is not the year to start buying new things. Fix the things you have. If your phone still serves you and it's the screen that broke, go and fix the screen with little money and keep using that screen. Don't use that as an excuse to buy a new phone because you feel everybody around you is using phone. It is the reason why they have kept Africa where we are. A white man that is a billionaire is still using his 2010, 2013 iPhone because it still serves him. Here, where everybody is trying to buy new things because they feel they want to belong. If you keep having that mindset, you will die broke. If you have the money, buy it. Nobody is taking that away from you. The people I'm talking to know themselves. You don't save money to buy a phone. You don't save money to buy a car. It's that you have it in excess and you just buy it because you feel it's a necessity. But you don't just buy. This is not the year to please anybody. If it serves you in your business, fine. But you know what I'm talking about. Build systems. Build structures. Even if it is 10,000, 20,000, 100,000 you're saving, that money you will squander, put it in building systems and structures for your business. And you will thank me tomorrow. You want to be out of your... There's something you call 4 quadrant, right? And maybe in another video I will explain it. There are some people that are in ESBI. E is employee. So you're working for somebody, they are paying you salary. If they stop seeing your face, that is it. S is self-employed. Self-employed sounds good, but the problem with self-employed is that you're the product. So if anything happens to you, maybe you fall sick or something, you're not available, you stop earning, you stop making money. Then there is B. B is business owner. That's where I'm talking about now. If you have a business, your business is successful when how you know it's successful is when you step out of the business, the thing is still functioning like you never left. That, my friend, is system, and that is putting a structure to your business. So this year, don't go run into new things you will build. Don't go run into no. It's being laid in my spirit. Every single thing that has been put in your hands that have fetched you 1 kobo, develop it, build a system around it, stay on it, focus on it, grow on it. You have to learn the art of longevity. You have to learn the art of maintenance. Learn to repair things and use. You must not buy new things. Some people say, I don't have clothes. The money you've spent on clothes that you went to places that never paid you, if you put it in your business, you will know how far you will go. Learn to be frugal this year. This is not that year you spend, because there is a financial window of every man. I'll say that in another video. There is a window that of every man. It might be 10 years that a certain level of money will enter your hand. It is that money that passed through your hands in that 10 years or 2 years or what, some people 6 months. There is a certain level window, financial window that will open for 6 months. It is what you do with that inflow that comes in that 6 months that will determine the rest of your life. But some people think that this window will never shut. When rain is falling, you don't say, oh, rain will fall forever, and you don't bring out buckets. You don't know how long. Some rain fall for 3 hours, some rain fall for 30 minutes. But the earlier you bring out buckets, how much you take in is dependent on how prepared you are. So just because you're making money now, money is coming, don't just assume that it's coming. There are windows that if you don't take care of, it shuts down. So while that money is coming in, I'll put it in another video so I don't make this video long. So understand that this is the year of building systems and structures around your business, around that vision, around your idea. Take your time, step by step. Don't rush into anything quickly. It's not paying me in 6 months. I need to enter something else. No. As long as that thing has paid you 2 naira, it can pay you 2,000 naira. What you're lacking is a system around it and putting a structure that will guide you. I'll be coming here, but see how often I'll be coming here when I make time, so I can put you through a few more things. But I believe and I hope this has helped somebody. And again, Happy New Year, and I'll see you guys later. Have a beautiful day. Bye.